Peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism. Back at FDMG getting the work done. Here's what I want to say. First of all, shout out to LeBron James and his family. I'm glad to know that Bronny James is in good health. Shout out to LeBron, Savannah. I have a lot of respect for LeBron James. Black man, black wife, black children, never been in any trouble in a 20-year career. That is unprecedented. It's unprecedented. A lot of respect for LeBron. The other day, a news story dropped about LeBron James's I Promise School in Akron, Ohio. You all have seen the headlines. The headlines claim that not a single 8th grade student at the LeBron James I Promise public school in Akron, not a single 8th grader has passed the state math assessment in 3 years. Allegedly, according to the news. Allegedly, according to the news. Allegedly, according to the news. Not a single 8th grader at the LeBron James I Promise School has passed the Ohio State assessment in 3 years. 3 whole years, not a single 8th grader at the LeBron James I Promise School has passed the Ohio State assessment. Let me get into this. Let me help you understand, overstand, and understand something. Let me get into this. I'm going to help you understand, overstand, and understand something. First of all, LeBron James is not to be blamed. Why? He is only the face and the name on the school. The LeBron James I Promise Academy of Akron, Ohio is a public school. Let me say it again. The LeBron James I Promise Academy at Akron, Ohio is a public school. Can I say it again? The LeBron James Academy of Akron, Ohio is a public school. Yes, they use his name. Yes, he is the face. Yes, he contributes a lot of money and resources, but he is not in control. I've told you this before. We discussed this on the Breakfast Club twice. We discussed this on the Breakfast Club twice. We discussed this on the Breakfast Club twice. LeBron James is not to be blamed. This is a public school. A public school. A public school ran by who? The Board of Education for Akron City Public Schools. That's who you blame, not LeBron. Blame the principal. Blame the superintendent. Blame the local public school board. You can blame the principal at the I Promise Academy. You can blame the superintendent of Akron, Ohio Public Schools. You can blame the school board of Akron, Ohio Public Schools, but you cannot blame LeBron James. You know what I find fishy about this whole situation? They been knew none of those children passed that test. Everybody knew that. Why are we just finding out 3 years later? That's the question I want answered. Let me restate my question. Why didn't we hear about this year 1 when no child passed the 8th grade math assessment? Why didn't we hear about this during year 2 when no child at the LeBron James I Promise School passed the Ohio State 8th grade math assessment? Why are we just now hearing about this after 3 years? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. This is why we're building the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, which is not a public school. This is why we're building the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, which is not a charter school. This is why we're building the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, brothers and sisters. They knew they were failing those children. They knew they were failing those children, but because of LeBron James being the good brother he is, because LeBron James, being the good brother he is, was given so much money, All these people were eating off of the taxpayers of Ohio. All these people were eating off of the taxpayers of Ohio, and they were eating off of LeBron James. They were eating off of LeBron James. They were eating off of LeBron James, so they kept it a secret. I told you all that LeBron James would never open up a school on his own dominated by white women. How can the I Promise school be different from the other public schools in Akron? How can the I Promise school be different from the other public schools in Ohio when most of the teachers are still white females? Can somebody talk black to me? Can somebody talk black to me? Can somebody talk black to me? The only thing I would hold LeBron accountable for, and I know you're watching, the only thing I would hold LeBron accountable for, and I know he's watching, is LeBron James as a black man should have pushed for more black teachers at the I Promise school that bears his name. That's the only thing I could hold him accountable for. LeBron James should have demanded more black teachers, and especially black men, at this school. I do hold LeBron accountable for that. If I'm putting millions of dollars into a public school over which I have no control, if I'm putting millions of dollars into a public school over which I have no control, they better damn sure make sure those teachers look like the children. The biggest concern I had about this project from day one was the fact most of the teachers were white females. How is this school innovative? How is this school revolutionary? How is this school charting a new course for the education of black children if most of the teachers are middle-class, racist, white Ohio females? Do you feel me, brothers and sisters? So what should LeBron James do going forward? What should LeBron James do going forward about this expose about the I Promise Academy? If I'm LeBron James, if I am LeBron James, number one, somebody better explain to me why am I just now being told this after 3 years? Somebody better explain to me why nobody told me, not a single 8th grader at this school that I'm promoting all over the world, that I am the face of, it bears my name, I am the ambassador of this school. Why hasn't anyone told me in 3 years that not a single 8th grader passed the math assessment? If I was LeBron James, I'm getting on the first flight to Akron, Ohio. If I'm LeBron James, I'm getting on the first flight to Akron, Ohio. If I am LeBron James, I'm getting on the first flight to Akron, Ohio, because I need to have a conversation with the superintendent and the entire Akron City Public School Board. I want everybody at the meeting. I want the superintendent, the principal, and the school board. I want the teachers. I'm calling a mandatory meeting. Every teacher, every administrator, every faculty, if you work at the I Promise school, if you are on the Akron City Public School Board, if you the superintendent, I want all y'all in the meeting. And if I was LeBron James, I would chew their asses out. Not just the principal, not just the principal, the superintendent knew this. Not just the superintendent knew this, the school board knew this. The school board knew this. So the first thing I'm going to do if I'm LeBron James, I'm going to chew their ass out. That's number one. Second thing I'm going to do if I'm LeBron James, I now am an official member of that board. Excuse me. I am a trustee of that school, and all test scores are to be sent to me directly. All test scores going forward, all test scores are sent to LeBron James's assistant that he put in charge. LeBron James he gonna have to start getting more involved in this because they're using your money and they're not delivering the honey, my brother. This is a perfect case of white females creating the perfect work environment for themselves. I told y'all this before. This is the perfect case of white females creating a perfect working environment for themselves while doing nothing to make sure the black children achieve. I'm going to say it again. This is a perfect case of white females creating the perfect working environment for themselves while doing nothing to make sure black children exceed. This is insane. LeBron James should demand complete replacement of all teaching faculty. LeBron James should demand complete replacement of all teaching faculty at that school. LeBron James should demand complete replacement of all teaching faculty at that school. LeBron James should demand 50% black teachers. And 25% of them better be black men. LeBron James should demand 50% black teachers, and half of them better be black men. Oh, yes. LeBron James, if you need some advice, call up King Kong Consciousness. LeBron James, if you need some advice, call up King Kong Consciousness. And LeBron James should also hire a team. LeBron James should hire a team. LeBron James should hire his own educational team to go into the school to instruct, direct, and supervise the progress. LeBron James should hire his own private educational team to go in there to supervise, instruct, and direct the progress of the LeBron James I Promise Academy. One more thing LeBron James should do: issue a warning. I gotta smell good today. We might get a few more queens coming through for a photo with the King Kong. The last thing LeBron James should do is issue a warning. LeBron James should issue a warning that if at least 50% of those children don't pass that test, if at least 50% of those children don't pass the test next year, I'm taking my name off. 75% better be passing the year after that. If this school can't guarantee me that 75% of the black children cannot pass a minimum basic math skills test, this school doesn't need to have my name, because I'm LeBron James and I'm about black excellence. If this school, if the superintendent of Akron City Schools, if the school board of Akron City Schools cannot guarantee me in 2 years that 75% of my students can pass a minimum basic math skills test, if you can't guarantee me that, this school does not need my name. This school does not need my name. If you can't guarantee me black excellence, I'm taking my name off this school if I was LeBron James. And let me give you another little warning, brother LeBron. Let me give you another little piece of advice to LeBron James. Please have somebody investigate the special education situation at your school, because that's going to be the next whistleblower. The next whistleblower, LeBron, is going to expose the special education crisis, cover-up, and conspiracy at your I Promise. If you want, Brother LeBron James, you can send me in. Dr.UMAR Ifatunde is willing to go to the LeBron James I Promise School and conduct a comprehensive assessment of the special education situation at the LeBron James I Promise Public School in Akron, Ohio. Brother LeBron, put Ifatunde on the job before it's too late. You need a special educator, school psychologist, educational expert such as myself to go into that school and take a look at special education in that school. Is there a special ed cover up at the LeBron James I Promise School in Akron, Ohio? Send me in there, LeBron. We can negotiate the fee. You can afford it, so I'm not volunteering. We can negotiate the fee. You can afford it, so I'm not volunteering. We can negotiate the fee, LeBron. You can afford it, so LeBron, I'm not volunteering, but if you give me, let's talk about it, my brother. LeBron James, send Dr. Umar in there to do a study of the quality of special ed service at your school. Because if none of the 8th graders are passing the math test, I can guarantee you, you got some special ed issues, my brother. A lot of you Negroes owe me a big apology. A lot of you Negropean anti-FDMG Negro files, you owe me an apology. Because for the last 3 years, all I've been hearing about was the LeBron James school. And I'm glad LeBron don't own that school. I'm glad LeBron does not own that school. He needs to build his own school, but I'm glad he don't own this school. Because they would have blamed him for this. This is not his fault. He's an athlete, not an educator. But for all you Negroes who kept throwing LeBron James school up in my face, he's a billionaire, and y'all comparing me to him. But anyway, he's a billionaire, and y'all comparing me to him. But anyway, y'all owe me an apology. Because for the last 3 years, all I've been hearing about was LeBron James school is up and running before yours. All I've been hearing about is the LeBron James school was up and running before yours. All I've been hearing about is the LeBron James school is up and running before yours. So let me get this right. LeBron James school opens around the same time we purchase FDMG. LeBron James school opens around the same time we acquire FDMG. LeBron James school opens around the same time we purchase FDMG. And this whole time we've been working on renovations in Delaware. Those white women at the LeBron school in Ohio couldn't get our children to pass a basic math test. I'll take the struggle renovations any day over 3 years of failed math scores. I will take FDMG struggle renovations any day of the week over the fact that nobody in LeBron school is passing the damn 8th grade math test. There we go. Send me my apologies, you Negroes. I will take struggle reservations at FDMG over 3 years of not one single 8th grader passing the math test at the LeBron James school. You can fool all the people some of the time, and you can fool some of the people all the time. You can fool all the people some of the time, and you can fool some of the people all the time. But you can't fool the Prince of Pan-Africanism any of the time. You can't fool the Prince of Pan-Africanism any of the time. You can't fool the Prince of I got another question for the I Promise Academy. Brothers and sisters. Can I ask another question? We're talking about the LeBron James Promise Academy at the DR.UMAR FDMG Academy. We're talking about the LeBron James Promise Academy at the DR.UMAR FDMG Academy. It's Black August Leo season. Where my Leos at? All silverback alpha male Leos, give me some fire. If you a black Leo male, I don't care if you in Africa, Arizona, Angola, Antigua. If you are a black male, African Leo male, give me some fire signs. Where my Leo males at? I need some fire from the Leo males. Give me some fire signs from the Leo males. And if you are a lioness, a Leo goddess, the lioness empresses, give me some hearts. Take your time, take your time, take your time. I got a contractor here, so we're gonna catch up in a minute. I got a contractor, so we gotta catch up in a minute. Leo season, King Kong consciousness.